Alright, we're in the dark again. I'm going to have to start doing my video like this again because my video editor is messed up. I made a tissue box and I can't even put it on video editor. So I'm going to have to get rid of video editor, and what happens is what happens, and that's it. Alright, we are on Luke 20. And it came to pass that on the one of these days that he taught the people in the temple and preached the gospel, the chief priests and the scribes came upon him with the elders, and spoken to him, saying, Tell us, by what authority doest thou these things, or who is he that give thee the authority? And he answered and said unto them, I will also ask you one thing, and answer me. The baptism of John, was it from heaven or of man? And they responded with themselves, saying, If we shall say from heaven, he will say, Then why believeth ye not him not? But if you say of man, all the people will stone us, for they be persuaded that John was a prophet. And they answered that they could not tell whence it was. And Jesus said unto them, Neither I tell you by what authority I do these things. Let's see. Then began he to speak to the people this parable. A certain man planted a vineyard, and let it forth to husbandmen, and went into a far country for a long time. And at the season he sent a servant to his husbandmen, that they should give him of the fruit of the vineyard. But the husbandman beat him, and sent him away empty. And again he sent another servant, and they beat him also, and entreated him shamefully, and sent him away empty. And again he sent a third, and they wounded him also, and cast him out. Then said the Lord of the vineyard, What shall I do? I will send my beloved Son. It may be they will reverence him when they see him. But when the husbandmen saw him, they reasoned among themselves, saying, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, that the inheritance may be ours. Now I want you to pay attention. I believe this right here is telling you that what Satan and God, Satan was supposed to help us and do things for us and everything. And now from what I understand, and he said, No, I want to be God. I've been down here all this time and I want to be God. So they sent Jesus Christ. And what did they do to Jesus Christ? Alright. And when the husbands saw him, they reasoned among themselves, saying, This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, that inherit may be ours. So they cast him out of the vineyard, and killed him. What therefore shall the Lord of the vineyard do unto them? He shall come and destroy these husbandmen, and shall give the vineyard to others. And when they heard it, they said, God forbid. And he beheld them and said, Now this is, I had to go back, and I'd say that they were talking about the Jews, because the Jews is the one that killed Christ. So God was trying to put the Jews into being able to take care of everything, but they refused to do it. They decided that they were going to go with Lucifer instead. Now y'all can believe me or you don't have to believe me. It don't make no difference to me. You'll find out when Christ comes back and tells you. And he held them and said, What is this then that is written? The stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner. So who is that? Jesus Christ. The stone which the builders rejected, these same became the head of the corner. Whosoever shall fall upon that stone shall be broken, but on whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. And the chief priests and the scribes the same hour sought to lay hands on him, and they feared the people, for they perceived that he had spoken this parable against them. And they watched him, and sent forth spies, which should form themselves a just man, that they might take hold of his words, so that they might deliver him into the power and authority of the governor. And they asked him, saying, Master, we know that thou sayest and teachest rightly, neither accepted thou the person of any, but thou teachest the way of God truly. Is it lawful for us to give tribute to Caesar or no? But he perceived their craftiness, and said unto them, Why tempt you me? Show me a penny. Whose image is inscription hath it? And he answered and said, Caesar's. And he said unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which be Caesar's, and unto God the things which be God's. So all money is factitious, and we are to render it to the stupid government, even though the world has to have it. So what the Federal Reserve prints the money and hands it all out to you, but the government says that they have to pay back all the money that they borrow. They don't have to pay back the interest, but they have to pay back the money. So what they do is they put it in the people's hand, and then they take it away from the people. And now they're after your soul. So you can believe me or not, it's okay. You have your way, and I want to just tell you the truth about what's going on in life, and that's up to you. Okay. And they could not take hold of his words before the people, and they marveled at his answer, and held their peace. Then came to him certain of the Sadducees, which denied that there is any resurrection. And they asked him, saying, Master, Moses wrote unto us, if any brother die, and believe it or not, this is not nowhere in the book of Moses, having a wife, and he die without children, that his brother should take his wife and raise up seed unto his brother, and were therefore serving brother. And the first took the wife, and died without children. And the second took her to wife, and he died childless. And the third took her, and in like manner the seven also. And they left no children, and died. I got a cat to come up here, decided to sit on my lap. Least of all the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrections, whose wife of them is she? For seven had her to wife. Now this is not true. What if one of the brothers got married to somebody else? And Jesus answered and said unto them, The children of this world marry, and are given in marriage. But they which shall be accounted worthy to obtain that world, the resurrection from the dead, neither marry nor given in marriage. So when you die, you are not going to be married. You're not going to give in marriage. Neither can they die any more, for they are equal unto the angels, and are the children of God, being the children of the resurrection. Now that the dead are raised, when Moses showed at the bush, when he called the Lord the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. For he is not a God of the dead, but of the living. For all life unto him. For all live unto him. All right, when certain of the scribes answered, said, Master, thou hast well said. And after that, they durst not ask him any question at all. And he said unto them, How say they that Christ is David's son? And David himself saith in the book of Psalm, The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou on my right hand, till I make thy enemies thy footstool. David therefore calleth him Lord. How is he then his son? Then the audience of all the people he said unto his disciples, Beware of the scribes which desire to walk in long robes, and have greetings in the market, and the highest seat in a synagogue, and the chief room of the feast, which devour widows' houses, and for the show make long prayers. These same shall receive greater damnation. And I hate to say this, but I don't hate to say it. I'm going to tell you. This last verse is talking about the Catholic Church. And that's totally up to you. I don't care. Because you're the one who has to get in front of God. And either you're going to hear, Good and well done, faithful servant, or you're going to hear, Welcome to hell. And that's totally up to you. My goal is, and honestly, I don't know you personally, but I love you. And I really do want to meet you. And if I have to tell the truth to do it, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because I don't want to tell you a lie and see you go to hell and me not be able to meet you. Only way I can meet you is by trying my best to teach you God's word and be able to meet you with him. But if you want to continue on with the way the worldview is of the dirty Christianity, and that's what I said, America was founded on a false Jesus. And if you go back in history, you'll see that the false Jesus came from the Catholic Church. You remember when the Roman Catholics, and that I cannot remember that guy's name, put his thesis on the door, and he departed from. He still kept their doctrine, and then another church come off of that one, and they kept the doctrine, and they kept on the doctrine up until today. And these churches, if they cannot get up there and tell you, hey, look, you can read Revelations. It is not a hidden, nowhere in the Bible does it say. It says, blessed are they that read. Okay? So how are you blessed if you do not read? You are blessed if you do. You will get all kinds of understanding out of it. And I would love to see everybody in heaven. I know Jesus Christ could not persuade that many people. If he did, then he'd had the Jews in his hands. But no, he didn't. So I do not expect to have everybody in my hands. I don't. But I can tell you, I love you enough to tell you the truth, and you have to make up your own mind. All right, we're going to read 21 tomorrow.